Hey, what is going on, guys? SkyfuryDX here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Videl. Just got Videl at 55%, and I've actually got some pretty good equips on her. Videl functions amazingly with additional, so if you can get some additional onto Videl, that's going to be really good. You want her getting some additional attacks. And then this is just what I've got her linked, so I've kind of just jumped into 23.8 like half a dozen times or so. And this is basically what players can expect from Videl if you are like newly pulling her and she's at 55%. So we're going to jump into this event, and this is the team that I'm bringing. This is a Defenders of Justice team. This is Videl's own team, led by Videl. And let's see how Videl does. Okay, so the first thing that I'm just going to talk about in this video is Videl's links, because this is Videl's weakest part of like her whole kit, is because she's really not going to link up with too many other units at all. And I mean, you can see right now we have got only Fierce Battle active, and then I believe we're sharing Infighter. Yeah, so I can actually go and put Videl in the middle slot here, and we'll get Infighter and Fierce Battle active, but that would be a bit of a mistake because we want Videl to either like take a hit first, or we want Videl to dodge or something like that. So let's see how we're gonna go here. So Videl in the first or second slot, she's going to get a guaranteed of 2 supers, so that's even if she doesn't get any additionals at all. Just part of her passive skill, if she is in the first or second slot, you're guaranteed to get 2 super attacks with her. And that's just why it's really handy to actually put additional into Videl. If Videl takes a hit, we are going to get an additional 58% attack, so that's why Videl's got really high attack stat right there. And if Videl actually dodges, she becomes super effective against all types. So you see that Videl's attack stat just went up there. That is because she is raising her attack on her super attack. So because in Videl's kit there, she's actually we'll just do this like this. I'll just float the other Videl off there. But basically, because this Videl here in her kit, she's getting multiple super attacks, then it's really not hard to just build up that attack very quickly, and she's going to be pumping out like really massive attack stats like very early on in certain situations, certain fights. So you can get this Videl looking very impressive. So this is the friend one, 55%, and pretty much just the same as mine, and we're shooting out 2.1 million attack stat. When you put Videl in the third slot, she doesn't get a guaranteed additional super, she actually gets a 50% chance to dodge, which didn't activate there. So we're going to do just the same thing here. We're going to keep Videl linked up with Sandman 1 and 2. Sandman 1 and 2, this is going to be a lot better of a team when Sandman 1 and 2 get their Easy A. Their Easy A has just been out now on JP, and I'm not sure if it's live in game yet, or if it's just getting close. But that Sandman 1 and 2 unit is absolutely sick, right? Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick turn. Jiren just we got Jiren around to wrap things up for us. That's the interesting thing about Videl's team, is actually being able to run Jiren on it as well. So any team that you can run this guy on, obviously you're going to be doing very well. You can see Jiren's just still to this day an absolute behemoth. I've only got him at 69%. I've got enough yellow coins to actually get him to 79%, but I'm just not sure. Like there's a double rates banner coming up, and I'm so glad that we got a crit there and we managed to take out Bojack. There's a double rates banner coming up, and I'm not talking about the Peppy Gals one, like the one after that. And that is probably what your boy here is going to be targeting, because the last unit that released on that banner was that Tech Gohan, and he was absolutely disgusting. Still use him like a whole lot to this day. And I mean, you got double rates and you can pull unfeatured LRs. So yeah, my goal probably is to get whatever new LR is released on that banner rainbowed. and then I'm probably sure to pull my fair share of featured, unfeatured LRs as well. Okay, so back to Videl, and we've got Videl sitting here at 140k defense. Bojack is only attacking once before Videl attacks, so we're going to see whether or not we get the dodge, or we're going to get lucky and we're going to get hit. Okay, Videl's dodged, so she's super effective against all types here at 2 million attack stat with a guaranteed additional super, and she's raising her attack and defense on super attack. So Videl's sick nasty, man. Videl is absolutely disgusting. And you know, if you've got Videl at 69-79% or something, then your additional is going to be a lot higher than what I've got Videl's. Just going to have a look and see what I've got Videl's additional at the end of this fight. But yeah, it's I mean, if you're launching multiple attacks there, then it's going to be more conceivable that you're going to have a higher chance of getting that that additional super attack. What have I actually got? So I've got Videl here. Videl's rocking out at only 6 additional, so she's only got a 12% chance per attack that she launches to proc that additional there. Alright, so we'll take Videl into another event now. Okay guys, so we are turn 6 in a Dokkan event. Guys, like, honestly, sometimes when you're making these showcase videos, you can really get cucked by the rotations and etc. from these Dokkan events. So I've actually found this Bojack event to be a great event because you can stall for so long. Like, you just attack Bojack infinitely here and you're doing like no damage to him. This team as well, I've got Videl now on this Majin Buu Saga team. Just want to show her off on here and just basically see what she's looking like on another one of her teams. Another one of Videl's weak links, apart from her links, are the teams that she's on. So Videl, she's only on Peppy Gal's Majin Buu Saga, Earthlings, and Defender of Justice. So we've already shown her on one of her teams. This is another one, which is half of the teams that she's on. Right, so instantly we come into this event here and we can see a bit of an issue. And that is that we've got Videl on rotation with this Gohan right here. And these two Videl and Gohan units, they're both really competing for the first slot, like here. Because if Gohan gets hit before he attacks, he's getting an additional 40% attack. If Videl dodges, she's obviously becoming super effective against all types. And if she gets hit, she is getting an extra 58% damage. So we look at Videl's defense. She's at 168k defense. She hasn't, she doesn't like build up defense per turn, but that 50% chance to dodge is very, very helpful. And if she does get a super attack, then she's going to be a lot more defensive after she's attacked than not. So, I mean, basically we're in a bit of a bind here, having both of these units really competing for the first slot, so we're just going to go like this. We're not going to be doing any damage to the enemy on this turn, we're just going to be seeing sort of Videl's numbers. Okay, so there's 2 dodges, so we're super effective against all types, and we've got the 58% attack buff. And there's a guaranteed additional super after this one that's going to be high damage as well. So there's Videl at 2.6 million, super effective against all types. So she's like shot out basically. Oh, and then there's the 12% chance that we've got right there on one of those supers to activate another super attack. So that that turn right there for Videl was probably about like a 14 million attack stat right there. If you're taking into account that she was super effective against all types on all of those. Okay, so Videl looking really, really good. And as well, like having that Sandman 1 and 2 unit around, you've got Sandman 1 and 2 around, and they are just making Videl like a lot more defensive as well. So the next time that we see Videl, we're not going to have Sandman 1 and 2 around. So we'll take another look at Videl's defense and we'll see basically what's going on there. So basically the other side of this team, this Majin Buu Saga team, I can't understand why anybody would want to run any other rotation other than STR, Goku and Vegeta, and Super Saiyan, Int, Goku and Vegeta. Alright, this is just such a powerful combination these third year LRs, I mean, we've seen what happens with the second year LRs when the second year anniversary units, when they got an easy A. Man, when they easy A those in LRs, they are going to be absolutely busted. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, just with the Majin Buu Saga team, you basically, like, this is kind of what you're looking at running. You've got Videl on one rotation, you know, the Goku and Vegeta on the other rotation right there. So Videl running into some issues here. Okay, so we've got Gohan around as well, and Videl has got no support. So Videl can't get a super attack this turn. Big weakness when it comes to like how you're going to be using these units. If you're not getting these guys super attacks, then I mean, just how valuable are they? Running support on every single rotation isn't really too conceivable either. Basically, if you're okay, well, so we're getting some nice additionals with Videl either way here. But basically, if you're taking Videl into Super Battle Road or something like that, then you don't often have the luxury of running these, you know, these awesome support type units. So you're not always going to be able to get Videl all of the ki that she needs, and that's largely to do with her links, man. Like her links are just suck. You know, if Videl had, like, if she got given ki in her super, she would be a lot better. Videl's still, like, very solid. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Videl. I mean, I've just pointed out that the turn before, we just saw Videl shooting out like a 14 million attack stat, which is honestly nothing to sleep about whatsoever. I mean, we look at UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, and it's, I mean, Videl at 55% is kind of like, you know, it's comparable. Goku and Vegeta are still doing a lot more damage, but the thing is, like, it's actually comparable. So, yeah. Okay, so, are we not going to be able to get Videl another super attack? Is this ridiculous, or is this... Okay, so we've got a super attack there. Man! Okay, so, guys, here are some issues with Videl. Okay, so we're actually going to transform with Videl. So, we are going to... Okay, so so we've got the transformation off, I guess you could call it, with Videl, and basically what this does is it just increases Videl's attack by 20% and reduces her defense by 20%. So her defense is going to be a lot lower this turn, only a 112k defense there, and we can't put Videl in the first slot because we can't get her a super in the first slot. So yeah, guys, Videl's probably not going to be looking too impressive this turn because you really want to be running her in slot 1. So here's Videl, 55%, basically just cucking herself. I mean, you can definitely use Videl, but you just need to, like, absolutely drench Videl in support. Although 2.7 million there, that's not too bad. We're still getting a guaranteed additional there as well if we would have got that. So, I mean, that's okay, I guess. Alright guys, so this is Videl on, again, her own team, Peppy Gals. I actually have been trying to find Videl like an Earthlings team to be run on for like about half an hour now, but I can't find Krillin friend leads, so I'm going to give up on that one. And this is going to be the final sort of run through of the video. So we can see Videl here starting out at about 130k defense. Keep in mind Videl still 55% here, so because she's got attacked, 58% additional attack here with a guaranteed additional super after this one as well, 2.5 mil, so that's actually looking really good for Videl the first time that she shows up. That's, I mean, basically, you know, you could call that a 5 million attack stat right there, pretty comfortably. So we're also here going to be able to look at the friend, and we're not going to get... Okay, so we're going to get Fierce Battle with Kale and Caulifla, so we'll do that, and we'll just see how they go in that situation there. We're probably, when we come back to this turn the next time, keep in mind Videl is not getting attacked here before she attacks or anything like that, so no perks from her passive on this turn. But we're still getting that additional super attack, which is guaranteed for the first and second slot, and then the last slot there, she's got a 50% chance to dodge. So yeah, I mean, basically, guys, this Videl here, when she comes around the next time, she's probably going to have a little bit of a hard time with Key, because this Android 18 and Krillin unit right here, who actually easy aid on JP just recently, and they're amazing. They're actually providing a bit of key support for Videl right there. Okay, so the only one left here is Bujin. We're not getting attacked before we attack, so I mean, this is going to be like largely irrelevant. Like, we're going to take out Bujin with one hit, 1.9 million attack stat from Videl. So, I mean, okay, so awesome, that's really good. We want to get, if we can get an additional on Bujin, that's going to be really good, because the next time that we see this Videl, she's going to be, like, very, very powerful, or more powerful, because she just gets to stack her attack an additional 30%. Okay, so Bojack is attacking before Videl attacks, so let's kind of go like this here. I think that this rotation here should be able to take out this Bojack. I don't want to basically finish this Bojack off this turn and then the next turn there. Okay, we got the dodge, that's awesome. I was hoping that we'd get the dodge and be super effective against all types. So this Bojack here is really not going to phase us too much at all then. But one thing that I didn't want to do was have this Bojack survive with like a slither of HP. That would have been just really annoying, because we wouldn't have been able to take a look at my Videl, who we've started the video off with, who has been building herself up this whole time. And yeah, okay, so we're going to move into the last turn of this event, and what have we got for Videl? Okay, we've got Videl a pretty good rotation here. So it doesn't really matter who we've got Videl linked with, we're only sharing Battlefield Diva here. We've got Bojack, who is attacking twice, so best case scenario for Videl is we get hit once and we dodge once. So let's take a look at Videl's defense. Videl's sitting at 140k defense, and then that'll probably go up to, around like 170, 180k after she super attacks once. And if she's super attacking like 3 times, she's going to be like rocking out like near on 300k defense, which is awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. So there's one dodge, and there's the hit. Beautiful. 3 million attack stat, super effective against all types. You could basically call that a 6 million attack stat, and here's like a 6.2 million attack stat. This should be about the end of Bojack right here. Ah, no, he just survived. But there's Videl, everybody. There is Videl, and she was probably rocking out close to like 200, 210k defense right there as well. So 55%, we're getting additional supers like that, and probably about, let's say, 12 million attack stat in that one turn. If we would have got an additional super attack, she would have been pumping out near on like an 18 million attack stat for one turn at 55%. I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say Videl has not been underrated whatsoever. Videl's nasty, man. Videl is really, really good. Alright, so that was Videl, everybody. Man, what a beast. What a beast. But she's not without her problems, okay? I mean, let's start off with the positive for Videl. I mean, we've seen a 55% Videl this showcase pumping out like close to a 20 million attack stat. Alright, so Videl. Videl is... the problems with Videl is her key links, right? She actually struggles with key. There's been at least one turn in this showcase where we haven't even been able to get Videl a super attack, and that's just unacceptable. Right, so Videl, she can look really, really good, and she can also look sort of like I'm not going to say a bit mid, but like not like as good as the absolute behemoth that we're seeing, like 55% doing 20 million attack stats. So let's kick this off. Videl, she leads the Defender of Justice or Peppy Gals category, where she's giving 4 key and 170% stats, so that's like the most powerful leader skill for both of these categories by far, right? Videl's super attack is the Videl Rush and raises attack, like infinitely, and it also raises defense just for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. Her unit super attack greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense. Okay, very, very powerful unit super attack there, and it's not too difficult to get either. You get that just by basically having a Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, or a Great Sandman on the same team! Not rotation, but just team. Okay, so that right there, very, very good. Videl's passive skill, Magnificent Performance, gives 158% attack and defense at the start of the turn. And then I'm just going to simplify this real quick. She's also got a high chance of evading enemies' attack. If she gets hit before she attacks, she's got an additional 58% attack. If she dodges, she's got super effective against all types. And as the first or second attacker in a turn, she gets an additional super attack. If you're running Videl as the third attacker in the turn, you're getting an additional 58% attack. You're also getting a high chance of evasion as the third attacker in the turn. So Videl, you really want to be running Videl in slot 1, because if in slot 1 she dodges and she gets hit, before she attacks, she's going to be 58% stronger and she's going to be super effective against all types. I mean, hopefully Videl doesn't get super attacked before that she attacks, but still, like, she's still rocking out like 140k defense, so she's not like completely useless. But then after Videl super attacks, she is untouchable. Videl's active skill is just like the one where she cuts her hair off, and that is 20% attack and minus 20% defense for the rest of the fight. So I think that the way that I would use Videl is just really to forget this this exists, because you know Videl's going to be crazy attack anyway, and I mean defense, Videl, like I really want Videl to be as defensive as possible, so really I think that her active skill, all of this is like largely irrelevant, but I mean it's here, it's part of her kit, and the only thing that you need to activate that is by having the exact same conditions as what you did the unit super attack. So if you're attacking with the unit super attack with Videl, then you're also able to get this starting from the 4th turn. Videl's links: Courage, Money, 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 Cold Judgment, Infighter, Champion Strength, Battlefield Diva, Fierce Battle. The categories that she's in is Peppy Gals, Majin Buu Saga, Earthling, and Defender of Justice. Okay, so Videl is just like everything that I'm seeing with Videl, like here, is just, you know, this is just huge. Videl's a mountain. But then when you come down here, Videl is a mouse, because her links are just really no good and her categories suck too. If in the future, it's just occurred to me, if in the future we get a LR Videl, this Videl is going to be probably one of the best units in the game. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this Videl showcase. Videl's awesome, man. Videl is sick, sick nasty. Guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.